Good day everyone. Today I am tasked to discuss about principle of syntax. But before that, let me extend first my warmest greetings of course to our versatile professor Sir Maldrito Balez and of course to you my dear classmates in this subject Introduction to Linguistics. Okay, so let us first define what is syntax. So when we speak syntax, it is the study of ordering of components and phrases and sentences. For many linguists, syntax is one of the most important field of study because it is syntax that allow us to combine words, phrases, sentences in unique ways. So as you develop a progressively sophisticated grasp of how language works and why it matters, you might be interested on how words and phrases are put up together to make a meaningful statement. So to better understand how language is structured, we need to look closely at the principle of syntax. There are 7 principles of syntax. Namely, first is compositionality, recursion, constituency, projection, merge, adjunction, and movement. Let us talk first compositionality. Sentences are composed of clauses and phrases, which are in turn made up smaller clauses and phrases of words. This supports the idea that a sentence is required to have a subject and a verb to be able to express a complete idea. Examples: you and I should run fast now. You run fast now. You run fast. You run. Each of the example above is composed of a word or phrase makes a sentence. The meaning of this sentence are relative. However, added or deduced constituents may affect the entire meaning of sentence. The principle of composition explains further that similar words would mean differently if arranged differently in a sentence. An example is the sentence, the man runs the track. Using the same words but arranging differently, such as the truck runs the man, would be another story. The principle of compositionality states that as the elements are arranged the same, the whole sentence remains the same. Once the parts of the sentence are fixed and joined together as to the intended meaning, there is no more leeway regarding the meaning of the whole. Next is recursion. The principle of recursion states that a certain set of elements in the sentence could reoccur. According to this principle, a sequential repetition of structural elements could happen within the sentence, as one structural component could be inserted into another structural component. Chomsky explains linguistic recursion is something that occurs when a grammatical sentence, which includes a noun or pronoun phrase and a verb, might or might not contain another sentence. This means that the generation of sentence is limitless. The recursions of adjective is shown in the sentence below. Example, the quick brown fox jumps over the leaping youth's lazy canine. Hindi nakikita dahil. Canine dog. Pwede sa paano eh. I-edit na lang yan. In English and in many languages, recursion of prenominal adjectives are allowed. Adjectives can be placed in successive string which contribute to the same noun. Recursions could also be applied in a series of noun phrases. Like, didn't matter if the Fifi was a BP, BIP, stay-at-home wife, his wife, his sister, a lover, an employee, an associate, a groupie, a counterpart, smart, fine, dumb, ugly, a model, a hawker, a Christian, his best friend, or his mother. Recursion could also appear twice as a pair of noun verb within a sentence. An example sentence: she said that she needs to buy some groceries, shows a recursion of noun verb combination as she said and she needs. Recursion could be embedding. Thus, one can always add additional subordinate clauses within a frame of a sentence. Example: that was the house that we built. That was the mat that laid in the house that we built. That was the mat that laid on the floor in the house that we built. Recursion could also be coordination, which uses coordinating conjunction and but or to link an independent number of sentences. Example: my daughter went to the airport and I went to the bus station, but daddy canceled his trip and went to work. The principle of constituency describes that certain groups of words form close units. A constituent is a word or group of words that serve as a single unit within the grammatical structure. It could be a morpheme, a word phrase, or clause. All words and phrases within the sentence are constituents of the particular sentence. It is shown to this example. Sweet Mary brought Candace. Sweet Mary brought Candace. Sweet Mary brought Candace. Most constituents are phrase or sequences or one or more words that are built around a head lexical item and work as a unit within a sentence. Constituents includes noun constituents, noun phrase, and verbal constituents or verb phrase. Proper nouns usually functions as the head of the nominal group. All other constituents are modifier of the head. Next is projection. The projection principles follow the theory of projections and syntax, which explains that a phrase structure is built by a simple adjunction operation and a qualifier. Projection is a principle in syntax which refers to the words inserted in the structure that projects phrases of the same category such as the NP or noun phrase and the verb phrase. These form larger constituents that compose a sentence. When heads projects the phrase is termed projection. Examples: the students of CNU study hard. Noun phrase projection. The big house with a parked red car is a mine. Noun phrase projection. The man with a white shirt is my brother. Noun projection. I saw several occurrences of the situation. Verb phrase projection. He will read books with interesting plots. Verb phrase projection. Next is the merge. When two structures are combined, they form a new syntactic unit. This process is called merge. Structure building starts with the predicate, which is the core elements of a clause. In predicate merge, one phrase can be combined with another. To do that, the grammar must have a mechanism that combines phrases. Several phrases can be merged to form into one set. Though the entire predicate contains more than one phrase, it is merged as one unit verb phrase. Example: my mobile date will expire in few weeks. Take note that Few weeks is a noun phrase. In a few weeks is a prepositional phrase. Will expire as a verb phrase. Next is adjunction. Merge joint phrases by placing one phrase into the complement or specifier of another phrase. It is also possible to merge that are not complements or specifiers of their host phrase. This is called adjunction. Adjunctions adds modifiers to phrases. Some parts of sentences are indispensable and when removed will make the reminders incomplete. Adjuncts are phrases or clauses that are dispensable or replaceable. Adjuncts include additional description and modifiers to phrases. Examples: I had my exercise routine this morning. We had fun throughout the weekend. You definitely surprised me. We left the school early. I bought new clothes yesterday. Those little children in the park want a puppy badly. Last is the movement. Beside constructing phrase structures, syntax can also move the elements of phrase structures around by removing them from the position in which they were originally inserted in the structure and moving somewhere else. This is called movement. Syntax categorizes two types of movement. First is the auxiliary movement, and second, the phrasal movement. Examples of auxiliary movement: I communicate with my friend. Did you communicate with your friend? Whom did you communicate with? Are you the one communicating with your friend? What are you doing? Syntactic movements always occur in interrogatives. The same structural arrangement does not always occur in constructing WH interrogatives. In the sentence, whom did you communicate with? Start with a WH interrogative followed by did, then pronoun before the verb. But when we say, what are you doing? The pattern changes to WH interrogative followed by the verb before the pronoun, then the main verb. Let us take a look at the following syntactic movements. What is that? Who plus verb plus demonstrative. Is that true? Verb plus demonstrative plus noun. Did you do that? Do plus pronoun plus main verb plus demonstrative. Where did that happen? Who plus do plus demonstrative plus noun. What is going on? Who plus be plus prepositional verb. Movement does not only occur in interrogatives. In declarative sentence, the movement occurs in the positioning of phrases in the sentence, while retaining the meaning and the grammaticality. This is called phrasal movement. Examples: Sarah is wedded to Mateo. Mateo is wedded to Sarah. Their family brought gifts for them. For them, their family brought gifts. That ends my discussion all about syntax. Thank you and good day, everyone.